Nothing got better? If Mashiach already comes, then it means that the world is perfect. And then you have to force people to be good? That's very sad. So let's understand. What does it mean to force somebody to do something you want them to do? How do you force someone? The truth is you can't. You cannot. What could you do? You could say, bow to the idol or I'll kill you. See, now I forced you. No, you didn't. I'm not bowing. Kill me. And when you kill me, I'll never bow to that idol. So you will never get me to bow to that idol. So threat, punishment, intimidation does not force. So what's Mashiach going to do? To force all Jews to keep mitzvot. What's he going to do? Kill everybody? Even that doesn't force. There's only one way. If it becomes so clear in everybody's mind, this is the right thing. It's the only right thing. Then you have force. When something makes sense and it feels right, the person is forced to do it more than if you threaten to shoot him. So how is Mashiach going to force? With real force. He'll make it so clear. Everybody will be able to see and understand and appreciate what is true, that of course you're going to do it. You have no choice. When there's confusion, there are choices. Once you take the confusion away, is there really a choice? So why does the Torah have to say, Bacharta b'chayim? I'm giving you chayim and maves, Bacharta b'chayim. Really, are people so stupid that if they have to make a choice between chayim and mavet, somebody has to encourage them to choose life? The problem is, sometimes we think what is death is life, and what is life is death. So it's not, if you know what life is, you have to be told to choose it. No, once you know what life is, you won't have to be told. So, this learning questions and answers, this is the only way that we prepare the world for Mashiach. Because if we don't know, we don't see, we don't understand, we're not convinced, then we're not forced to do the right thing. When we learn, when we understand. So why is it that in Jewish tradition, in every Jewish school, every teacher told you, you don't have to know everything. Don't be such a smart aleck. We don't know everything. When you get older, you'll understand. Stop asking questions. We'll throw you out of school. What is that? What is that? It means you don't have an answer and you're embarrassed. That's all it means. When the students are asking questions that a teacher can't answer, all of a sudden we have emunah. Kach katuv, and that's it. Oh, all of a sudden. Because you don't have an answer. And the children understand this so well. If you don't behave, you'll get punished. Oh, so you really don't know how to explain it, do you? So all you can say is punishment, 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 because you don't know. Also, if you say, if you don't make a bracha, I'm taking away the cookie. You know how many parents do that? If you don't make the bracha, you can't have the cookie. So what did you just teach your child? To make a bracha? No, you taught your child that the bracha is a threat to the cookie. So now the first thing you want is to get away from that threat so that you can eat cookies without a threat of a bracha. So you made the bracha the enemy, the punishment. And then you're surprised your kid doesn't want to make a bracha? So if you threaten, if you do this Aveira, you're going to be punished in Gehenna. In other words, it's not so important to do the mitzvah or not do the Aveira. The important thing is don't go to Gehenna. You cheapened the mitzvah. So if I can do the Aveira and not go to Gehenna, then I win. You don't win, you did an Aveira. Yeah, but I didn't go to Gehenna. See, that became more important than whether you're doing a mitzvah. So threat really works against the teaching. You're teaching that this is emet and this is beautiful, this is the right way, this is how it should be done. Because if not, you're going to get punished. What did you just do? In the end, you said, never mind all that stuff. Just don't do it because you'll get punished. I don't know why it used to be that way. I also don't know why it worked. It worked. All of our grandparents grew up behaving, doing the good thing, being responsible because of a threat. This generation, don't threaten me or I'm out the door. You start with the threats, I'm leaving. So, in an ideal world, would it be good that the country is living by halacha? Of course it would be good. It would be good for us, it would be good for our neighbors, for our enemies. It would be the best. But that's because Hi chachmaschem ubinaschem le'enei ha'amim. Torah is sensible, Torah is wisdom, Torah is right. So if you feel like you have to force people to keep Shabbat, you just ruined everything. So now you're sending the message, it's not right, but I'm going to give you if you don't. So what did you do? If the government wants to have a country that lives by halacha, then make the halacha so convincing that people won't even think of doing anything of it. You know this whole thing with the women of the wall by the Kotel? So somebody wrote an article in the United States. This is terrible, the fight and the hatred and the ugliness. He said, I have a solution. Put Chabad in charge of the Kotel. Why? They know how to stick to their principles without turning everybody off.
Wow.
No compromise, but don't make enemies with everybody. Somehow, the old-fashioned way of doing things is, first make enemies, then try to reason with your enemy.